Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott.
At the 43-yard line.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
It's now 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Smith now on second down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, then it'll be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake it. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Geno's going to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. The give is to Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Prescott to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Here's Smith looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. For 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again to Elliott. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st down, Prescott. Throw right side, taking it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Smith throwing again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Seahawks 12.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
19 Tiger.
Now Geno. And this a quick slant to Lockett. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
65.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Come on. Hey.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. This complete to Lockett. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet and make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a dump-off here complete, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out.
It's a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
It's not all cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's Prescott. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time. And
he's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be doing.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Inside give to Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On second down and 4, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Play action now. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
From the 29, Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Elliott running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. There he goes left side. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott off play action. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, 45 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Marr on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on So there's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Kill! 47!
4th down, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Kill! 47! 46.
To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Prescott on 4th down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, Prescott here to throw. That's Gallup on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Dak. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.